Good evening and welcome back to Mystic Matters. We are the Greater Mystic Chamber of Commerce, and of course, sitting next to me, my host, can you say that 3 times? Kristin Hartnett. Kristin, how are you?
Hi,
and
good Susette.
So we have the holiday season coming upon us.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, here's the deal. Okay, who says Connecticut has bad weather?
Nobody.
It can't be in the 70s and 80s in October, but we would certainly take it.
It is a rumor that we have bad weather. It's been beautiful here.
It's been great. And you guys down at the Chamber have had a lot of events.
Yeah, we are
Mystic Eats, you've got everything went just perfect.
Yeah, everything's gone smoothly, and we're still gearing up for the Santa Arrives by Tugboat.
But I want to know when Santa arrives by tugboat.
November 25th. That is a Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And then we light the tree, which
do.
is the same day.
And do we have a tree?
We have a lighted boat parade. We do have a tree.
We have a tree.
Yes.
Are we going to tell them where the tree came from, or we don't know where the tree
We don't know where it came from yet. I've heard the rumor. Another rumor.
Another rumor, but we're going to announce what that rumor is. We're going to bring it to fruition, right?
Yes.
With the tree lighting.
Yes.
So a lot of good things going on in the Chamber.
And then December 7th, save the date, that's our annual meeting and gala. It is supposed to be a wonderful celebration of our 80th anniversary as a Chamber of Commerce.
It can't be 80 years.
Why? Because you've been around for how long?
Well, a long time. Okay, a long time. I can see 80 from here, but it's not quite upon us. And that's December 7th.
Yes.
And where's that going to be at?
That is going to be at Foxwoods. We're very pleased that they've been a great sponsor this year. So it's going to be in the ballroom, and we're really looking forward to that. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kristin.
Buy tickets online.
Buy tickets.
Oops,
and we can buy tickets online, right?
Yes.
Pretty soon. Okay. So anyways, we've got a great show tonight, and I was speaking to Frank a little bit while ago, and you guys are going to really enjoy this show, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. We're highlighting, yes, you can see in front, jewelry, Simply Majestic. It's really a great jewelry store. For those of you who don't know, well, there you go.
Is there?
There you go.
Some connection?
There's some connection.
Simply Majestic and...
Yeah.
Susette?
Yeah. So I said in a conversation with Chuck Snedden, who is the co-owner with myself, Simply Majestic Jewelers, we just said, hey, listen,
do you like him? Is he okay?
Pretty good guy.
Yeah?
Yeah,
all right.
Pretty good guy, especially when he designs jewelry.
You're going to keep him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got a really interesting show for you tonight. We're going to highlight what's popular in jewelry. We're going to highlight what's exciting, where we're at, Simply Majestic Jewelers, and the team of Simply Majestic Jewelers, which we've never ever had on the show. And so we took the opportunity to talk about small business in Mystic, Connecticut, and take the opportunity to show you what is happening in the store and also introducing the staff. So I think I'll do this side, and you can do that side.
All right.
Okay.
That sounds good.
So on my right, we have Carla Barletta. So Carla is our sales and designer for Simply Majestic. Good evening, Carla.
Good evening to you,
and
Susette.
On my left, I have Jennifer Strunk.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi.
She does sales and marketing for Simply Majestic, which is a wonderful jewelry store owned by Susette Tibus. We have to say that part. And Chuck Snedden. Yeah. And is that how you say his last name?
Yeah.
Is his name, he's not Mr. Tibus?
Well, some people, we get some information that does say Mr. Tibus on it. But, he decided that, I decided I didn't like his last name, and he decided he didn't like my last name. So we came together. And no, that's actually not true.
Fair.
But our own identities, if you meet Chuck and you know Chuck,
right.
He definitely is Chuck Snedden.
Now, how long have you been at the store, Jen?
Well, I'm going on about a year now at the store. I did work there for a few years when I was fresh out of college, and now I am back.
Excellent.
Moved around a little bit.
And so you have experience in jewelry, or
I do. Several years, yes. Yes, I love it. It's wonderful.
Excellent.
So, Carla, how long have you been at the store?
I've been there a little bit over 2 years now, and I have to say it's something that I never saw myself doing before, but I'm very excited that I got the opportunity, and I'm so happy there.
Well, and this is a stellar cast. I mean, the girls are
The
absolutely
girls from
stunning,
Majestic, right?
Right? So you're like the Majestic Girls, like the Robert Palmer girls?
Well, yeah, remember that Robert Palmer? Actually, we should do a video of that. But I'm going to kind of be the co-host tonight and ask the questions. And so what type of jewelry is at Simply Majestic?
Well, we have a little bit of everything for everybody's likes. So we do high-end jewelry, designer jewelry in gold and silver. We have pearls. We have watches. What else?
We have engagement. We do a big bridal business. We do a lot of custom work. We have fun jewelry, that women can come in and just want a little something for wherever they're going out that night, and without breaking the bank, little treat for themselves. I mean, we have the spectrum, everything.
So what is your favorite thing to work with and to sell?
Honestly, I love doing engagement rings.
Oh, yeah.
I really do. And not because that tends to be one of, the bigger ticket items, but because it's so emotional. Mm-hmm. It's such an emotional purchase for the men who come in looking, and sometimes the women. Mm-hmm. They want a hand in it. They want to do a little bit of custom. They want to hand select their center stone, be it diamond or a gemstone or a lab-created stone. They want to pick their metal, their setting, and just knowing that you're working with a customer who is going to present such a momentous piece of jewelry to their significant other, and being a part of that experience is it's wonderful.
Now, you guys have an event, don't you? Like around in a certain time where you invite men to come to...
Oh, we have several events throughout the year. That's one of the things.
Well, tell us about some of the upcoming events.
Okay, so upcoming, we have obviously our Black Friday event is a huge deal. We're open later hours. It's a huge sale. All of our Christmas merchandise is in. The store is just jam-packed with beautiful pieces. Carla, if you want to talk a little bit about what comes after that?
Well, we also have the holiday party, which is like probably our main event of the year. And this year is our 25th holiday season, so it's going to be huge. It's going to be wonderful. We're getting a lot of new merchandise for that. That's on December 16th, and it's going to be open house. Anybody is welcome to come and check it out.
So a jewelry store having all these awesome events. And you invite men in
we do.
At certain, like for smaller events too, right? To get them juiced up and ready to not be afraid, not be afraid to buy jewelry. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I think from my perspective, when you talk about the men, I think most of Majestics from Thanksgiving to Christmas, there's a very, very large population of just men. But what we do at Majestic Jewelers is the women come throughout the year, and we have a wish list. So it's very easy for us to pinpoint exactly what their wives or their spouses, their girlfriends want. Right. Because it's right in the computer. And this starts in January, Kristin. It's like, okay, Christmas is around. What? It's not only Christmas, it's birthdays and it's holidays, it's anniversaries. So we are in touch with our customers throughout the year. Christmas just happens to be the opportunity of time of giving. Go ahead.
I was wondering who the customers were. I mean, you've been in that location for how long? And what location is it? Tell us where it is.
So it's 59 Williams Avenue. You can't miss. It's right across from the Tabor Inn, next to Mystic Market and Antonio's. If you want to get an ice cream from Seaswell, walk on up. Don't stop in the funeral home because you may never come back. But do come up, and very easy location. I will tell you, one of the highlight of Simply Majestic is this. You park and you come on in. You're warm in the wintertime, and in the summertime, you want something to drink, whether it's coffee, tea, or, wine if you want, because we do have that in the back too. But easy location and easy in and out. I do have a question, though. Just to tap into what Jennifer said. It's great selling engagement rings. It's great designing. But Carla, let's talk about that whole millennial group.
Well, that's very interesting. Jen and I were talking about it this morning. Millennials are a very demanding group in a very interesting way. They like immediate results, and they're very connected with the technology, with the media. So it's very easy for them to buy online and get, that diamond ring like overnight if they wanted to. So for us, we try to connect with them by listening, by getting to know them, by seeing what they want, what's different that they want that we can give. So we make them part of the experience of whatever piece of jewelry they're buying. So I think that's that's the way that we've been approaching it.
Now, there's also a trend that comes up a lot about donating when you buy a piece of jewelry for something. You guys have something like that?
Well, I'm going to answer that because Carla does a lot of our donations. As you know, in a small business, we get basically hit all the time for donations, and Simply Majestic is very, very, very generous to the community, which will bring you up to probably one of the questions that we were asked, and I can basically answer that on the community end of it. I think when you have a small business and you have a prosperous business and you've got a great staff, you are always looking for a success in a business. But the success in a business comes from bringing back. And we are in a community, we've been in a community. This is not a franchise store, nor is this a store that is planted just to be here and gone tomorrow. We are part of a community. I was speaking to the girls this morning about, we have to remember that in the word community is unity. And I think that if you come into our store, not only will you find unity amongst the staff, but you'll also find us talking about all the events at the Greater Mystic Chamber of Commerce, the Seaport, the aquarium. So we are all very, very informed, not only from what we do in the store, but everything that's happening around us.
Well, I feel like every time I go there, I run into somebody that I know. Right?
We call it the town annex.
Right? It is like the town hall annex.
Yeah, it is the town hall. I know.
And you're like holding court in the office. And,
I think
make an appointment, and then the girls are always so wonderful and helpful and gorgeous and
But anyways, that's probably what our if you're going to have a dream store, you're going to have it in Mystic, Connecticut. But I do want to get back to the Millennials and Carla a little bit, and then I'm going to switch over to Jen. Carla has done she's done some great things in the store, and she's really got the eye for design. So why don't you that's one of your key roles, right?
Yes, it is, and I love it. I started designing pretty much as soon as I started working at Majestic. It was really intense, like having Chuck just come and say, I want you to work with this customer. She's looking for this, so show me some ideas. And from there, I discovered that I really, really liked it. So from then on, I've been designing on my own. Like I try to challenge myself. Like I go online and I find a few different designs, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go on the computer and come up with this design with my personal twist. So
the CAD program is
correct. That's the CAD program, which is a really, really cool designing program for jewelry. So I actually brought in this piece right here.
Frank's gonna just tell us when Frank brings that up. You can tell us a little bit about that piece. Here, I'll get it up there for Frank. He's gonna show that. There it is, right there. 100% Carla design.
It is, and I'm so proud of it. This ring actually was created because Susette had this white opal in her safe for almost 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And one day she called me to her office and she gave it to me and she's like, make something with it. So I did. I created a couple of designs for it, and we came up with this beautiful 14-karat yellow gold with diamond. It's got a diamond halo with bezel set diamonds and the opal as the center stone. And I love it. It's my first piece.
I think I need to try it on. Just to see how that looks.
Wow.
Right?
Kristin, I think if you get a shot of that on Kristin, maybe we can call somebody and say, oh, that's beautiful, Kristin.
Right?
That's beautiful. Absolutely
so
gorgeous.
Opals, as far as I know, are really soft, right? So this was a really good design for...
It is. I tried to make it, like to protect that opal a little bit and also to like highlight it. Right. So it's a wonderful piece for a holiday party or, New Year's Eve party. Why not? So... yeah, it's my baby, and I'm proud of it. And
she's going to sell it.
And
well done, darling.
Yeah, thanks.
Well done.
So, Jen, we're going to move over to you because tell us a little bit about your role at Simply Majestic.
Well, one of the things that all of the staff members do is basically perform every role in the store. So we, even though Carla is very, very strong with custom design. You know, we all do a little bit of it. We all sell, we all clean, we all order. But one of the things that I focus on primarily is marketing and social media. So really getting, you know, our jewelry, our message out digitally.
Now, speaking of digitally, do you you were talking about the finding things online. Is it tough to compete with online sales? Like, how do you guys do that?
Sometimes it can be. Obviously, a online retailer has lower overhead expenses and sometimes can offer merchandise at very competitive prices. But the benefit of a small business, something that we are always going to have, is everything in our store has been handpicked by us. You know, one of the things that we tell folks when they come in is that you can't always spreadsheet diamonds. You know, you can look at a diamond and on, you know, on paper it might be almost perfect, you know, have great color, have great clarity, and maybe online it has a great price. But I've compared truly almost perfect diamonds with other stones that may be just slightly lower on the color scale or slightly lower, but there's something about them that's just more beautiful. And you buy stones based on their beauty. So the advantage of a small business is that all of our diamonds, all of our merchandise has been seen with our eyes and hand selected. So you're really getting pieces that have already been vetted. They're beautiful, they're stunning. You know, also with a small business, you're going to get service. You know, you're going to get that relationship. You buy a ring or a necklace or something from us, and we're going to be here to take care of it forever. You know, if it breaks, if it needs a little cleaning, we're always going to be there for you. And you can't get that online ever.
And you guys have a loyal customer base that has gone for years and years.
Very much so.
Right. So we've been in business about 20. Well, we've been in business 25th year. We're celebrating our 25th year, our silver anniversary. Yeah, it's silver. So, Carla, what do the customers expect when they? What kind of experience do they get at Simply Majestic when they walk in?
A happy experience. Every time it's a happy experience. I mean, at the moment they walk through the door, they are greeted like family. And I think that's something that everybody, like sometimes we even shock people, like they're like, oh, do I know you? Yeah, they really become family, they become friends, and we are very proud on the relationships that we have created. I mean, I've only been there a couple of years, and I feel like I've known these people like for many, many, many years. And Susette and Chuck just do a wonderful job just to make everybody feel special, and that's something that they sense when they walk in, and when they leave, they always leave with a smile.
So you can talk about community and business community, but you guys really portray that sense of community, of being friendly and caring about everybody. Tell us a little bit more, Susette, perhaps, about the community involvement that Simply Majestic has.
Well, as I mentioned earlier on the show, I think when it's sort of this thing, you know, build it, they will come. We built Majestic Jewelers because of the relationship that, you know, I had in the community, and very, very tough 25 years ago. But it was the community that came out and supported Majestic. Our product is a way of making a living, but the product and the whole idea of having a small business in the greater Mystic area is more of a family environment. The relationships are really the key to success for Simply Majestic. The jewelry happens to be a way that we are able to make a living. That Carla and Jen and our manager Jen and Chuck and I and the part-timers that coming in at the Christmas season, it really is about the relationships and making sure that when people come into our jewelry store that the jewelry is part of it, certainly, because it's a very, very big part of it. You can't be successful if the energy and the dollars aren't poured into something that give us a lifestyle. But on the other side of that is the relationships. I mean, sometimes it's not about the jewelry at all, trust me. Sometimes it's that person that just needs a hug. Sometimes it's that person that just needs advice. Sometimes it's just that person that just wants to come in and just feel wanted or needed, or, you know, when we build people up, we rise as well. So Majestic sort of has this other side to it. And in the meantime, if you want a piece of jewelry, that's fine. But if you come out just to show us your new puppy, that's okay too. I mean, we have Mystic Clippers right down the road. Whatever your need is, and I really do mean this, and I think Jennifer can and Carla will attest to this, but whatever your need is we're there for you.
Well, I definitely need some of this stuff.
Well, why don't we span and have the young ladies here tell us about some of the merchandise that we brought today. And if Frank, if you can just span that, and they'll give us a, Jen, you take on one side, Carla, you take on the other.
Perfect. All right. So over here on this side, we have a beautiful big strand of pearls. Pearls are timeless and they're classic. We have women who come in, grandmothers, and they want to give their strand of pearls to their granddaughters. So pearls are really a gift or a self-purchase that you can keep for your entire life. So we have a beautiful strand, a necklace, earrings, a ring. Gemstones are wonderful. These down here, great gifts for birthstones. This is a beautiful amethyst necklace set in rose gold. That's one of the new trends that I really like is gemstones and rose gold. It's so unexpected. It's so pretty. Let's see, moving on, little rose gold earrings with diamonds. And we have at Simply Majestic, we have large statement pieces down to, something that's a little bit more modest that can be worn day to day, whatever you're looking for. We have it. We have diamond jewelry, up top here. Just a nice little petite diamond pendant that you could wear pretty much with any outfit. Layered below it is a larger, this is one of our newer pieces. It's been extremely popular. It's a diamond pave starburst pendant. We're getting really, really good feedback on that. Just really great pieces. And I can't really reach anymore, so if Carla wants
Carla, you can down the side.
Down over here, we have a really cool display with different types of stackable bands, whether you want to complement your bridal set or you just want to stack them and wear them every day. Really, really fun pieces to wear. We also have here a really nice piece that we created a couple weeks ago. It's created with lab-created sapphires and a moissanite, which is a really affordable option for a diamond. Over here we have the piece that I did in custom design. We have this beautiful diamond bracelet. We have these pieces that I am a big fan of because they are light to wear. You can wear them every day. They're diamond and turquoise. And I like the geometric pieces. They're just fun. And over here we have some of our samples for diamond engagement rings, which is something that we offer at the store. This line in particular is a lot of fun because you can switch if you want to change a little bit of, you want to take some details of it that you are not necessarily into, or you want to change the shape of the center stone, you want to add or take, you can do that. So we do that with our Counter Sketch program, which is a computer program that we work with. And over here we have Kibu watch, which is very, very popular right now. They come in different colors, different styles.
Are they unisex?
They are.
Yeah,
They can be unisex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wondering.
Yes. And over here we have some of our silver necklace and earrings with some CZ details in them, and just pieces that you can dress up, dress down every day. It's fun.
You have classic jewelry and some newer things as
Right.
well. Have you seen something stay or come back around, trends, remember back in the 60s when we were wearing this or that?
Oh, yellow gold is coming back.
Yellow gold is coming back
Yes.
in a big way. That's a very good question, Kristin. Pearls, everybody, I talk about pearls. My signature pieces are pearls and diamond. I think pearls and diamond are classic. I don't care what generation you come from. It happens to be, I know, one of Jen Strunk's favorite as well. She's a pearl and diamond girl. But I think pearls are one of those traditions that has stayed forever. You'll see a change, as in Carla spoke about in our CAD design for engagement rings. Right now you're looking at a lot of halo designs around the diamonds. That'll come and go. You're looking at some of the trendier pieces and the geometrics. That will come and go. We're not saying that it's not something that you should put into your collection, but we're saying that also it's something that you can wear every day. I happen to think pearls you can wear every day, but people think, those are for dress up. But usually, that's a very good question. If you stick with the traditions, you can layer these traditions. If you have a nice little pearl necklace, you can layer it with something else. So if you just stick with the classics and then throw a little bit in with the geometrics, you'll be fine with your dress for jewelry.
Well, and that's our tagline too. Classically inspired,
Yes.
unique fine jewelry.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we only have a couple of minutes with this show, and it's just going very fast. But I do have a question for the young ladies that are here today.
This is your final?
This is, well, it's kind of before we get into our hours and things like that. But what have you learned about yourself, Jen, working at Simply Majestic?
It's so funny. When I started, I didn't realize that I could be employed by small business and have a family and have the flexibility to do both, to be so supported in small business. My daughter is just turning 2, so she's still very little. And Chuck and Susette are so supportive of me if she's sick. The other day I wanted to go take her to watch her little cousins play soccer in the morning. I said, hey, do you mind if I show up an hour late? They said, no, absolutely, go ahead. Family time is very important. They empower me to make my own decisions at the store and act as if I owned the store. Obviously, I ask for permission if I'm going to spend their money, but in terms of what I put out on the social media, they trust me. So that's very empowering, and it's wonderful just to know that I am so supported, and that's something I really didn't realize could happen before I started working here.
And that really helps with performance as well. I feel
it really does.
It makes you want to work there, and
Yes.
makes you want to go back and do better.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Carla, just a few minutes.
As for me, as a woman, as a Mexican immigrant, as a Spanish-speaking woman, I learned that they've actually pushed myself out of my comfort zone, and that's something that I really appreciate because that's put me in a better position in my life, and I've learned about my creativity and my social skills, which is, I think, huge. So that's what I've learned. Yeah.
So, Kristin, do you have any last? We'll tell you we're at 59 Williams Avenue, Mystic, Connecticut. Come see us. Our store hours we're closed Sunday, Monday. We'll give you the holiday hours coming up soon, but we're at 10 to 6 from Tuesday through Friday, and also 10 to 4 on Saturday.
Do you have any job openings? It sounds awesome.
It sounds like a great place to work. And thank you very much, Kristin, for hosting us today. We had a great opportunity to be here on Mystic Matters. We are the Greater Mystic Chamber of Commerce. Come see us at the Chamber, and good evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you.